Here we have the Richard Zeta energy management platform based on Cisco security IP-based information. What we do is we integrate all the HVAC, your lighting, your security, your fire life safety, your digital signage, your anything IP-based. We integrate it into one central platform, giving the customer full read-write capabilities and monitoring in real time over the network of their buildings and their subsystems. So a couple examples here would be a Walgreens explanation. So we would have Walgreens USA as a corporate site here on the tree to your left. Walgreens is a larger company with about 6,000 stores. We're going to be implementing this solution into many of them. And what we're doing is offering a full enterprise application to all their stores on one central platform, giving either the energy management supervisor or the facilities maintenance people full access to all their subsystems and systems within their network of buildings on one central platform. So a good example would be in Connecticut. Right now we're integrating into all these different stores you see here on the left. But if you click on each individual one, it gives you an idea of what's happening in real time in that particular store on a summary-based application and web page here. So it gives you the number of compressors running, outside air temperature, all your different occupancy levels and your zone temps. As far as your electrical metering is concerned, along the top here you have the tabs of all the different building subsystems within that particular space, giving you a demand analysis in a KW application for total, average, and implementing that into a mathematical equation of how much that building is costing per square foot, per KW on a basis of real-time applications.
So with the Richard Zeta application, you're actually saving time and dollars and money in terms of managing your property.
Right, and since it is on a peer-to-peer type architecture, you don't have a central database, which is really important on a global scale. If you have 6,000 stores and your central server goes down, you have no access to any of your stores. On a peer-to-peer architecture, if one store goes down, only that particular store goes down, and you still have transparency into all your other buildings and structures within your application.
So this controls HVAC, lighting,
fire life safety, trash compactors, landscaping, anything that has any mathematical or any electrical panel on it that can communicate via either proprietary protocols or via web-based applitions can be integrated into this system.
Excellent.
This is an idea of how you program these different subsystems. It's all graphical-based template programming, so each template has a specific meaning, and all you do is drag and click and connect the dots. So as far as a user-friendly application, this gives you real-time easiness, and as far as transparency into the systems, you have just a bunch of templates that have a meaning. If you tie them all together, you come up with a subsystem that allows monitoring in real time of each different application.
So easy to bring your systems together. The explanation here is 72 degrees and
your offsets, your space temps.
Okay.
On a global level, we have the ability to control 6,000 plus stores with one central platform. So if we wanted to control the global schedules for the entire state of Connecticut, we have that ability on this screen here. If you wanted to set the application standards just for the 2 stores down here at the bottom, you can do a drag and click, and you can change the set points for just the stores below. But as you can see, this is just one IP address, but it gives you transparency into the entire system within this application.
You can reach any property, any store, any energy device.
Anything on that system you can reach by one IP address, but also gives you a visual idea of all the stores. So if you see all the alarms down here, they're all different IP addresses, which means they're all different buildings within the application we have here. And it will just give you an alarm condition, alarm source, a date, But the interesting part is, and the amazing part is, you can do all this via SMS text, via email. So as an energy resource manager or a facilities maintenance person, you don't have to be watching this system 24 hours a day. If there's an alarm, you get a text message on your BlackBerry, or you get an email on your BlackBerry, and it gives you more of an inside look of what's happening at that particular time.
At that property.
That property, without having to have someone sitting behind a computer watching this at all times.
Dave, how are these systems brought together? Could you talk a bit about how we bring equipment and resources onto the IP network?
The way we would do it is, within this mediator, we have different COM ports for different applications. We support 75 different proprietary protocols within this box. We can bring direct wiring into the RS-485 on the left here. We have RS-232. We have Ethernet ports. We have Dallas sensors for just your daisy chaining your inside or outside temperature sensors. We have relay control, UPS input, battery backup, just for your time clocks and your scheduling.
So all the inputs from the different existing equipment, air conditioning units, lighting, heating, cooling, are brought into the mediator device and then controlled over the IP network.
Controlled over the IP network.
Is that an application that lives on the mediator?
Everything is built within this mediator, so there's no proprietary software.
Open standards.
No licensing fees. Everything is built inside. So once it's installed, that's all there is.
A turnkey package.
Turnkey package. But what we want to do for the future is leverage the IP-based solutions and get everything to work efficiently together with your cameras, your Novatech telephone systems, and your facility research management, your digital signage. We want it to be an easiness of operating within the IP network, which is the future. IP is the future. So without that, it takes a lot more resources and manpower to get any of these simple equations done for solving.
So Dave, could you give a couple of examples of existing deployments or benefits that customers are achieving in terms of reduced costs or energy management savings or improved efficiency within their property management?
So for actual application we've done, we've integrated, an example being a 15,000 square foot space. We integrated all 9 rooftop units. Instead of being standalone systems, we have them work together, and from that basis, using specific mathematical equations to reduce runtime, increase efficiency, we're able to run that store on between 1 and 3 compressors out of the 9 instead of 8 and 9 at a time, which can reduce 50% of your HVAC load, which is the largest load in any commercial building.
That's amazing. So you're saying property or energy costs could go down as much as 30–40%?
Depending on the application that's built within that store at the time. And also for fire life safety applications, if you can integrate your HVAC and your fire equipment, you can turn off the air conditioning to the space where the fire is instantaneously. You can promote access and information via digital signs as far as information regarding that space. You can turn your cameras on in that space, all within leveraging the IP network.
Well, that's a great example. So you're saying in life safety, it's actually tied to physical security. You're essentially going into a building and you could turn off your gas valves, open up the doors, tying it into smart IP-based total solution for energy management and physical security.
That's where we feel the future is. Being able to control and monitor and visually see all your different applications within the IP network.
That's excellent. Thank you, Dave.
No problem. Thank you.